Plaintiff Jasmine Jones met the defendant in middle school, and when they reconnected years later, they became friends with benefits. Jasmine claims after the defendant went to jail, she supported him, and once he was released, she became pregnant with his baby. However, the defendant denied paternity and started harassing her, so she's suing for the harassment, and she petitioned the court for a DNA test. Defendant Antonio Mosby says Jasmine has tried to pin 2 other pregnancies on him in the past, and he believes this is just another one of her games. Antonio insists he was not having sex with Jasmine when she got pregnant, and he's countersuing because he claims Jasmine has been harassing him, his fiancée, and his family members.
Start with you.
The defendant and I have known each other since middle school. He was my first crush, first kiss, all of that. In high school, we went to separate high schools, so we lost contact. In 2010, we got back in contact. After we got back in contact, we were in our own relationships, therefore we became friends with benefits. 2012, I had gotten pregnant. 2013, he went to jail. While he was in jail, he had asked me what was going on with my son's father, was he in the picture, etc. I told him that my son's father was not going to be in the picture, that he was doing his own thing, and he said, well, that's my boy, give him my name. He told me to give him the name Antonio Mosby.
Did you name your son after him?
I gave my son his name as a middle name.
Okay.
So my son's name is Jeremiah Antonio. What ended up happening was...
was this child questionable?
Not at all.
That's
There was
not
no
the
question.
truth, Your Honor.
He knew that my son was not his.
Okay.
That's not the
And
truth.
so I named my son Jeremiah Antonio after him. While he's in jail, he was in jail for approximately 3 years. 2.5 of the 3 years I was there for him, writing letters, sending packages. He got out of jail in May of 2015. When he got out of jail, I was under the impression that we were going to be together, as so he said in all of his letters, that we were going to be a family. He addressed me as his fiancé many times. He told me to change my last name to his on Facebook. He also...
Did you?
I did. My name was...
That's a lie, Your Honor.
I have the evidence to prove that, sir.
You did it just on Facebook or legally?
Just on Facebook. Like I said, I have the evidence to prove. Okay.
Or you changed your name, or he asked you to and you did?
Right here in the underline, it says...
That's a lie. She asked me, Your Honor.
That's a letter that he wrote me from jail and said...
Is this the first person you've associated with that went to prison or jail?
No.
And you haven't learned that they'll say anything while they're in jail?
I learned now. It's definitely been a lesson learned
Because a
now.
lot of that goes on when a person is in jail and they're writing their girlfriend, their mama, their brother, their sister, I'm gonna stop. He just took the game a little far.
Right.
I ain't gonna
Exactly.
never do it no more. It's just gonna be me and you. Oh, I can't wait till it's me and you. As a matter of fact, change your last name to mine.
Right.
You just took the game too far, man, but that's what they do. Why don't you give me some background, sir?
Your Honor, just like you said, we've been knowing each other forever. Number one is this is not the first time Jasmine has tried to have my baby. In 2010, she told me that she had some type of miscarriage. I had really no proof of evidence, not even a baby bump, to see if she had a miscarriage. This is in 2010
you
when
were
she
not
said...
incarcerated.
And I was not incarcerated at the time.
Is this true?
This happened, yes.
The next time was in 2013. She showed up to me, 7 months pregnant.
This before or after you were incarcerated?
This is while I'm incarcerated. I went to jail in 2012. Now, she showed up to me 7 months pregnant. She said, hey, I'm pregnant. You may be the father.
Not true.
Or this other guy may be the father. I said, okay. Well, it's easier to get him tested. It's hard to get me tested while I'm incarcerated. She went and got the other guy tested. He turned out to be the father. She came and told me just like this, I want you to be the father. I said, you want me to be the father? I said, Jasmine, how can I be the father to your baby and I'm facing a lot of time? She said, I don't care. I want you to be the father. I believe you my soulmate. I believe you everything. You're my first everything. You see how she talked?
Who came up with the name issue?
She came up with that before I even seen her.
Liar.
Before I even seen her, she already knew.
All right, hold on. Why would you give your child any part of another man's name who was unassociated with him, man? Go ahead. So let him finish and stop all that. He's lying. He's lying. Go ahead.
Okay, so she told me previously, before she even had a baby, she wanted to name her baby by
This child
yes, before.
that she had
She already
acknowledged
had this
wasn't
in her
yours.
mind. She already had this in
All
her
right,
mind.
so what did you say?
I told her don't do it.
Okay.
I told her don't
All
do
right.
it based on the fact I'm not the kid's father.
All right, so now we're on to the third pregnancy, right? That's what we're here for today?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let her tell me about this third pregnancy that we're discussing.
The third child. I got pregnant in July, and I found
what
out
year?
of 2015.
Okay.
I contacted Antonio, and I let him know that I was pregnant.
When did you all resume dating?
Technically, we didn't resume dating. When he got out of jail,
never dated.
All right, not dating, having sex.
When he got out of jail,
When did you resume having sex?
in June of 2015, when he got out of jail.
June.
Yeah.
All right.
Your Honor, that's a lie.
When do you say?
Because I was out in April.
When do you say?
It was May 15th.
All right, so May or June?
Oh, he knows the date.
May.
Okay.
Number one is this is not the first time Jasmine has tried to have my baby. In 2013, she showed up to me 7 months pregnant. She said, hey, I'm pregnant. You may be the father.
Defendant Antonio Mosby is accused of fathering the plaintiff's child, but he denies it because it's the third time she's tried to pin a pregnancy on him. So the plaintiff petitioned the court for a paternity test.
Now go ahead.
So I contacted Antonio, and I let him know, Antonio, I'm pregnant. He immediately said, it's not mine. We were never together. And I said, okay, that's fine. We'll find out in April when the baby comes. Well, what ended up happening was he contacted me again, and he was calling me all kinds of names, ratchets, thoughts. Everybody in San Bernardino has been with me.
This is during the pregnancy
This
period?
is during my pregnancy. This is where my harassment comes in, because he was harassing me, inboxing me, telling me that my family doesn't love me, my mom doesn't love me, my
get a
dad
proof of
doesn't
that,
love
Your
me.
Honor?
I have it, if you want it.
Okay, arguments that couples have.
Yeah.
So he's telling me,
Arguments that a man has, particularly if he doesn't think it's his child and he's being framed. People who have, what do you call it? No.
It was just benefits.
Yeah.
She said
Friends
benefits.
with benefits.
Right.
Yeah, you can't get mad with a friend with benefits if he tells you you ain't no good and this and that and the other, because he might believe that. He might believe she ain't no good. She let me have sex with no commitment. You put yourself in that position. Now, he harassed you how? Show me some of this harassment
Okay.
you want me to see. And while she's getting that together, you tell me your side of this pregnancy.
This third baby, we had sex twice. In 2015, we had sex twice.
in one day.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, it doesn't count if you're having sex the same day. That's
Exactly.
called rounds.
It was continuous.
We have a lot more serious issues. So let's move
we
ahead.
had sex twice. It was around May and June. In July, I was with my fiance. So I was in a whole another part of California with my fiance, and she came to me in August, like she said, 2 months later, saying, hey, I'm pregnant. I'm like, man, you put me through this too many times before. I'm not finna believe you this time, Jasmine. I can't do it. You didn't let my family believe that the last son was mine. I have witness statements.
I see them.
You had my family to believe that the last son was mine. You took advantage of my sisters. You had my sister watch your kids 4 months.
She needed money.
4 months state.
She asked the baby.
You never
Let
paid
her
her though.
finish. Go ahead,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying?
County
so,
did.
like I'm saying,
San Bernardino County did.
You used
What?
her. You used her, and you told them that was my child. You knew that wasn't my child. I told my family that wasn't my child, but they continue to what? Use you and talk to you because they thought they
like you
favored
said.
you. They favored you.
They help you. He
They
meant
helped you. They helped you.
He meant help you,
and
ma'am. I know what he
favored
meant.
They favored
Go
you.
ahead.
How did they use you when you couldn't afford diapers?
You're
you
lying.
couldn't afford
Tracy
nothing.
asked me many times to pick up her son from school.
Okay, like I'm saying, Your Honor, it's my turn to talk. Excuse me. So basically, she continued to use my mother. She continued to use
Got
my
that
sister.
part. Let's
His
get
mom
to the
asked
last
for
job.
rides
My
everywhere.
cellmate. What happened?
I'm sorry.
What?
This is how we fell out of touch, Your Honor. This is how we fell out of touch. She slept with my cellmate.
When he came out?
When he got out, he got out
Before you.
before me. He got out before me, so she slept with him. She told me.
And then slept with you after you came out?
She told exactly.
Is that true?
I knew the cellmate.
Is that true or
I
not?
knew him before Antonio.
I didn't ask you that.
Yes, I did.
It is true.
Yes, you
All
did.
right. Now,
I did.
let me also ask you, ma'am, did you sleep with anyone else during the time period that you may have become impregnated by him?
No.
Did you sleep with anyone else?
No,
you
sir.
did not?
No.
All right. So she said she never
She
slept
was
with
sleeping
anyone
with
else.
this guy on a regular
She
day
said
basis.
she
Were you
didn't.
there?
So what is your claim for harassment and emotional distress?
Your Honor, first off, I have a 56-year-old mother with a heart condition. This woman then tried to bang down her door.
That is not
She didn't
true.
try to run my sister over with
Sir,
a car,
he's
if you read the
lying.
statement. She didn't try to run my sister over with the car. She's completely harassed me and my fiance. I've never contacted her first, initially, off Facebook or anything. She's actually blocked on both pages.
And so, are you suggesting that this allegation that you are the father is causing you emotional distress?
Yes,
As
Your
it
Honor.
would.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
ma'am, I must tell you, if he is not the father, I am going to grant him a judgment for emotional distress because that is the most extreme stress you could cause to a man.
Okay.
Accusing him. So we're going to
Okay,
get.
excuse me, what about the
So
stress?
we're going to get the
Excuse me.
results.
I had gotten pregnant 2013. He went to jail. While he was in jail, he had asked me what was going on with my son's father. Was he in the picture, etc. I told him that my son's father was not going to be in the picture, that he was doing his own thing, and he said, well, that's my boy, give him my name. He told me to give him the name Antonio Mosby.
Defendant Antonio Mosby is accused of fathering the plaintiff's child, but he denies it because it's the third time she's tried to pin a pregnancy on him. So the plaintiff petitioned the court for a paternity test.
We talked and I've gotten all the facts I need.
You
Now,
don't,
the only
though, sir.
other
There's lots
question, yes,
more.
I do. The
For
fact
my
is,
emotional distress
you
and my
told me, yes,
harassment,
ma'am.
there's
Your
more.
facts were okay. Let's read this. You doing all this big talking. Antonio Mosby is not the father. Give it to him. Judgment for the defendant. Have a good day.
I told you, Jasmine.
I
told you.
Great. I don't have to deal with you ever again.
You were
in
just
life.
San Bernardino
Ever,
ratchet,
ever,
my
ever,
dude.
Ever,
San
ever.
Bernardino
You don't.
ratchet.
Trey Rock Mafia, nothing. Oh, I'm glad he's not my daughter's father. I hope that he doesn't contact me. We don't have any reason to talk after this, and it is what it is.
I will
Gang bang.
never, ever contact
Thank
this
you.
woman again. Everybody stay clear, man. She probably got something by now.
Lies.
That's all I can say.
I'm just happy this won't be in my future. I'm happy I don't have to deal with her ever again. The harassment should stop from this point, and we can move on
Preach.
with our lives.
Plaintiff Gabrielle Stibe says she and the defendant were friends, but after they moved in together, she realized the defendant had a drinking problem. Gabrielle claims their friendship went downhill after she got drunk and had sex with the defendant's boyfriend, and she's suing her today for damaged property. Defendant Ann DeLatte says she and Gabrielle were extremely close friends and they shared everything, but she never expected to be sharing her boyfriend with Gabrielle. Ann claims Gabrielle denied the affair at first, but eventually confessed, and she denies owing for her property.
Start with you.
Me and Annie have been friends for 6 years, and about 2 years ago we moved in together. I picked up on kind of her drinking problem after she moved in, and she would go out to strip clubs and cabaret clubs and try to just dance on the stage and just try to be a performer when she wasn't. It was just center of
How
attention.
often would she drink?
Multiple times throughout the week, regardless of school nights or work nights or anything.
How much?
I mean, it depends. Definitely a couple shots, beers.
Okay, some folks drink wine every night before bed. I don't know. You got a problem over there? Drinking? You have a drinking problem?
No, sir. Just wine, maybe a little beer on the weekends or on a Thursday when I didn't have work.
All right, I'm over here sticking up for you, and then when I look over there, I don't know. Just kidding. Go ahead.
So in the beginning of the month, I made the mistake of sleeping with her boyfriend, which ensued in a very bad
Were you drunk?
reaction. Yeah, I was, Your Honor.
You're the one
was.
that have a drinking problem. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir, you're right.
This
So
ensued
what did that do to your relationship?
that definitely damaged our relationship and a lot of my belongings. She broke the neck of...
All right, that's what you're suing about. Before we get to that, let me hear her testimony and how you have a drinking problem. Go ahead, young lady.
Your Honor, I've never had such a close friend. Like, we went through so much, and I've never trusted anybody like that. And I still can't believe that we're here. And like, she's like a little sister to me. And like, we shared everything, like we went through so much, but I did not expect to be sharing my boyfriend. That is not what I meant. And she knows how much it meant to me. This is the first like serious relationship I had been in. Like, I've really been working on trust issues and all kinds of stuff that she knows about. I was finally ready to like take on an adult relationship. And she was there every step of the way. Like, she heard everything about it. And like, we were all friendly. He would come over and hang out, so it wasn't a big deal when they first started hanging out and spending time together. Like, we all had stuff in common, and like, no alarm bells until she started acting weird. Like, she could hide stuff from me. Like, I know.
Do you think it was more than one incident?
They both said one, but she lied to my face about it for a whole week first, so I don't know what to believe anymore.
That's pretty tough to take. I don't know what to say. I really don't. No sense in going after you. She already went after you, it appears. What happened? What are you suing her for?
I'm suing her for a broken guitar that was given to me by my grandfather. It was a 1968 Rickenbacker. It's worth $2,900.
What did she do?
I'm sorry?
Tell me how she destroyed it. Describe
I wasn't there
what
when it happened, but when I came back, the neck of the guitar was broken, the strings were off.
Did she admit to doing it?
Yes, Your Honor.
You did?
Yes, Your Honor.
She lied to you about everything. If I wasn't an honest man, I'd have been, I don't know what happened. I don't know anything about it. I left the door open, or you left it open, or somebody had a key. My boyfriend had a key. The boyfriend that you were with, he had a key. Go talk to him.
So, in the beginning of the month, I made the mistake of sleeping with her boyfriend, which ensued in a very bad
Were you
reaction. I was, Your Honor.
You're the one that have a drinking problem.
Plaintiff Gabrielle Stibe is suing her former friend because after Gabrielle confessed to having sex with her boyfriend, the defendant destroyed her guitar.
How do you come about the price of $4,393, ma'am?
I had a Rickenbacker and an amplifier and a whole recording setup, which is a PreSonus. It's like a transmitter.
Let's see, you have estimates?
Yeah.
And why don't you describe what happened? So maybe this will help get it out of your system a little. Revisit what you did to her.
Well, she, after lying to me for a week, to my face, like avoiding me completely, I confronted her about it, and she said, nothing happened. And we were at the house, and I kind of like cornered her down and asked, and she finally, just like next thing I knew, was saying like, yeah, they had spent the night together. Like, yeah, they had slept together.
Let's get to that guitar though.
Yeah, and so I got angry, and I know I was over the top when I was yelling. I don't lose my temper. I'm not that kind of person.
Well, that was the time to. Perhaps you shouldn't have gotten violent, but that was the time to lose your temper.
And she left before we could fix anything, and I was still so caught up, and like maybe it was the wrong move to make, but I took her guitar and I tried to break it over my knee, which didn't work. I guess I was watching too much TV, but I was so mad that I took it and I hit it on the ground, which was much more satisfying. But she still wasn't.
What about the keyboard or the control board? The console?
Well, I saw them. They were sitting right, like the amp was sitting right next to it, and I had a glass of water next to it, and dumped it on the amp. And of course, like it wasn't turned on. I was hoping for sparks. Didn't happen. So I just went to the recording equipment and kept going. And like I didn't know how much damage I had done. I was blinded. I was so mad. That I just went after, like, she wasn't there, so I went after her stuff.
Okay. And it was a 1968, and you're giving me the price of a new one, ma'am.
It it's like the same price. The older ones are more expensive. I couldn't find the exact one that I was looking for. Like what I had is definitely worth more than.
How do you know?
You can go to any guitar shop and.
Why didn't you do that and get an estimate from any guitar shop?
I didn't realize that it didn't have the year on that.
These amps, how old were they?
They were a few years old.
And the mixing board?
Both of them from the 2000s, mid 2000s.
And all these you've given me, these estimates are new.
No, the ones I gave you are as close as I could find in range on eBay. If I looked on I should have looked on a website that.
Okay, well that's what you have to prove, because what you've given me is what it cost new. And you say I can go to any guitar shop and find out something you didn't do? I'll go do it then. Then I'll get back to you. And in the meantime, you want $8.99 for one that was from the mid-2000s. I'll give you $600. That would be my estimate of its value after depreciation. You want $535 for something from the mid-2000s. And I would give you $300 for that. And the guitar, when you come back to me with a better price, we'll revisit it. In the meantime, I'm going to grant you $1,500. 15 plus 600 plus 300.
2,400.
2,400 is the judgment. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
I think we're gonna try to work on our friendship for sure. Definitely not worth it over a guy.
No, and like we want to get this sorted out. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we can go back to like what it was, but we have a lot to lose and a lot to work on.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is something like at least we're getting something done.
Plaintiff Tina Groves says she never knew the defendant until a naked picture of her was posted on the defendant's social media page. Tina insists the defendant agreed to take the picture down, but never did. So she's suing for defamation and emotional distress. Defendant Darnay Hill says he is well known in his city for his 2 social media page groups. Darnay claims Tina was a member, and she's the one who posted the picture as part of a game. Therefore, he refuses to pay her anything.
Start with you.
Okay, I don't even know the defendant. He's on social media. That's the only thing I know him from. The defendant has done everything to slander my character, slander who I am as a person. I'm a mother. On the date of November the 14th, my boyfriend came home. I asked him what was wrong with him. He said he was upset. And I said, what are you upset about? He said, it's a picture in you of this group called 937 Exposed, where my breasts were exposed and my face were exposed and my name was on the picture, saying, Tina, do anybody know her? And at that point, I had called my ex. I said, did you send a picture to the defendant to put up in his group? And he said, no, I didn't. My phone had got stolen. So at that point, before I could message the defendant, my family members were sending me the picture, saying, you know, he put this picture up of you in this group. You know, all kind of people were coming back to me like, yeah, he put this picture up of you. And when the defendant had messaged me, and he said he'll take the picture down and asked me was I in his group, and I said no. And I had looked on the internet and I had seen that it was still on there.
Plaintiff Tina Groves is suing the defendant because she claims after a naked picture of her was posted on his social media page, he refused to take it down.
Let's go back to your boyfriend. How did he get a picture of you?
My ex-boyfriend or my boyfriend?
Your ex.
Okay, my ex-boyfriend, well, we have kids together. We were together 5 years. So that's how the picture.
Oh, you had the picture when you were delivering your child?
No, he had the picture when we were together. We were in a relationship. He sent me pictures, I sent him pictures.
Okay, you posed for
Yes.
new. All
Yes.
right. Just
And
wondering.
yeah.
That's all. Young folks think that they can take naked pictures and they're never gonna show up again in life.
I understand.
They think that the person who's taking it for them is gonna always be there and you're never gonna fall out. And so I can take as many nude pictures as you want, baby, because we in love. And I know you ain't gonna never put it on social media. Then boom, you break up, it shows up on social media. How did that get there? All right, and his excuse was
his phone
somebody
got stolen.
stole his phone.
Yes.
And of course he didn't have a lock on it, right? So anybody who found it, they could just look through and happen to find your picture.
Right.
And that person just wants to send your picture in. Don't know you, just found a strange phone. Say, I think I'm gonna send this to my man so he can put it up. All right, that's how you suggest it happen.
No, that's how it happens. In order to get in his group.
That's what you think.
Yes.
happened. All right. And you said, you asked him to take it down and he said he would?
He said he would and he did.
All right. He didn't?
No, he didn't. And he.
All right. You have evidence
Yes,
that
I do.
you asked him
Yes.
and he failed to do so?
Yes. He
All
said
right.
he
Let me hear your side, sir.
$3,000.
Sir, go ahead.
Anyway, sir, I'm very known in my city for the things I do on Facebook.
What are those?
Like making groups. I got 2 groups, 937 Exposed and 937 Exposed
On
After Dark.
Facebook. And what do they do?
Well, 937 Exposed, that group is like, the name kind of speaks for itself, like where people just post stuff exposing people, whether they got sex videos, whether they cheating on somebody or man on the down low getting exposed. They just do that, whatever. The second group, next door, 937 Exposed After Dark. That's where the freaks come out at night at. And 937 Exposed After Dark, where she wanted to get added to, she had to be active.
No, Your Honor, I didn't get
Let
added.
me finish, ma'am.
She had to be active. And in that group, we just play like sex games, post sex pictures. And this is a game we call Post and Pull, where somebody will post a naked picture and you had to delete it before it got screenshotted. And my screenshot game is strong and I'm petty. So I screenshotted it and posted it on Facebook and my other group, 937 Exposed. And that's why she mad, because she got caught slipping. She posted that picture herself.
I did not post a picture of myself.
How do you
Felicia,
know
you
that,
posted
sir?
a picture yourself.
How do you know that?
Because it was in my group, 937 Exposed After Dark.
How do you know she did it, though?
Because I'm the one that screenshotted it and posted it.
How do you know she's the one that transferred it to your group?
She was in my group.
No, sir, I wasn't.
Can you prove that?
All I got is my word.
Your Honor.
Hold on, man. Did she ask you to take them down?
She probably did. I don't remember her
And
asking
did
me
you?
taking them down.
Did you?
No.
I'm about to take them down. He's agreeing to take them down, and you silly enough to tell me you put them back up.
Yeah.
Why? If you told her you were going to take them down,
Well,
why
she
would
knew
you-
the rules of the game.
So why did you tell her you were going to take them down in the first place?
I don't know. I was just being petty.
Okay. Well, that was your problem.
Plaintiff Tina Groves is suing the defendant because she claims after a naked picture of her was posted on his social media page, he refused to take it down.
That's when you invaded her privacy. That's when you violated the law. You exposed her private information. She asked you not to. And it's not defamation, ma'am. It's a violation of your privacy, meaning someone disclosed private information that was not intended to be distributed to the public and is highly offensive to you and the reasonable person. So I advise you not to be taking these pictures anymore. I don't care how much love you think you are in, or like these folks with these videos, these sex videos, and you're not Kardashian. You can't get rich off your sex video.
Your Honor.
She got rich off her sex video. Everybody's not her.
Your Honor.
You giving your pictures out, now they end up in me. I gotta look at them. Not keep looking. Not keep looking. Not keep looking. I gotta look at them.
But Your Honor.
Judgment for the plaintiff. Take your money and run. Get out of here. Take these pictures. Take the pictures back.
I'm just glad that it's over and done with. No hard feelings. That's what he does. That's his group. But at the end of the day, I did not want to be a part of it. And I'm just glad that the judge said I won, and that's it. God is good.
She got caught slacking. She got her money. She got what she wanted. You feel me? I know her tax money gone, so now she got another.
Don't
check
get taxes though.
She got another check to
Don't
turn up
get
with,
taxes.
'cause we know she's in the PJs.
Plaintiff Tracy Greaves says when she was homeless, she and her friend moved in with the defendant. And in exchange for living there, they had sex with the defendant. Tracy claims she and the defendant eventually started dating. but she soon realized he was controlling, and she's suing him today for breach of contract and remodeling expenses. Defendant Darren Vetter admits that he had sex with Tracy and her friend in exchange for a place to stay. But 3 weeks into it, Tracy said she loved him, so they started dating. Darren claims Tracy cheated multiple times, and once when they argued about her infidelities, she bit him. Darren denies owing Tracy for anything.
Start with you.
We met through a mutual friend roughly around 2009. And my friend and I were homeless. And she was really good friends with Darren, and he agreed to take us in. And we didn't know that it came with the circumstance of sexual favors, but it did. But as
For both of you?
For both of us. It was supposed to be separate one night, one the next night. But we were homeless, and we needed a place to be out of the elements.
You all did comply with that?
We did comply, but I was first, and Darren and I actually hit it off.
Go ahead.
So I became his girl.
What did she become?
Once we became a couple, then he ended up throwing her out.
You didn't try and stop him from putting her out?
I did, but I couldn't. Darren was very controlling.
All right.
In the relationship.
Okay.
Which at first I took as flattery that he loved me so much that he wanted to know where I was every second of the day and didn't want people around me and stuff like that. I was flattered, you know, I thought that meant he loved me more. But it didn't take long to set in, a few weeks, that this was a controlling.
That got old quick.
Yes, it got old very, very quick. But an incident of his controlling behavior, we were arguing one day, so I went to my girlfriend's house. Went to my girlfriend's house, and we were having cocktails on the porch, and Darren knew where I would be, so he showed up there on his bicycle, and when I'm out there, he got mad and threw the bike off to the side, and he's in the middle of the street screaming and yelling at me, calling me names, and we're on the porch, and we're just kind of giggling, and here comes a car. So he had to get out of the way of the car, so the Cadillac rode over his teeth. His teeth had come out.
How did his teeth come out?
He had a plate.
How did they come out, though?
He was yelling, and I guess that...
Oh.
They came out. And the Cadillac drove over him. Well, now he's really pissed. So he got his teeth together and he went home. I didn't go home. I didn't go home right away, Your Honor, because I was kind of scared he'd be really mad.
He did put his teeth back in?
What he did, no.
Crooked?
He had to go, when I got home, he was super gluing them together. He was super gluing them together. And he was really, really, really mad. Well, anyway, our relationship was on and off until about 2013.
Plaintiff Tracy Greaves dated the defendant, and when she first met him, she was having sex with him in exchange for a place to stay.
Let me allow him to give some background, sir.
No, I met Tracy in 2003. She was seeing my brother. In about 2009, we seen each other again. And she was homeless, her and her friend.
I forgot about seeing his brother.
And anyway, about the sexual favors, they made the offer to me, and yes, they did move in with me.
They made the offer before moving in?
Yes.
No.
They said, if you'll allow us to live with you, you'll...
Take turns each night.
No. That became apparent to me once I moved in, and we actually had no place to go.
Okay, so anyway, after the first couple, 3 weeks, she told me she loved me. We were together for a while. We got along real good. So, I don't know, throughout the 4 years, it was off and on. She'd go out when she wanted to, come home when she wanted, tell me who she went out and had sex with when she come home.
That's not true.
What would you say?
I wasn't happy, but I put up with it for a while.
No.
What would you say?
Well, I wasn't happy. I just told her.
Darren, no, you
You
did.
said, I don't appreciate that.
Yeah.
I got
anyway,
accused.
And anyway, it went on long enough. Finally, we got into an argument one time over it, and she bit me. I got teeth marks here to prove it. Still.
He accused me of running around on him all the time, but I didn't
got
run
that. All right. So go ahead, sir.
But anyway, it went on for, like I said, about 4 years, and then finally I got tired of it, and I threw her out.
Well.
Now I understand why she's been married 6 times.
7.
7, I'm sorry.
Why do you say you've been married 7 times?
I tell you why, because I don't put up with their crap when they start mistreating me after a little while. Then
like
I just.
What? Give me some instances of mistreatment.
Hitting me,
all
running
7,
around.
Or how many hit you?
Not all 7 hit me. There was a couple of good ones I let slip through my fingers. I think I had back.
Let's move on, man. What you suing him for today?
All right. I'm suing him because he knew I was coming into some money in January, and he was behind on his truck payments. So we made an agreement. He was $400 in arrears, and I paid his truck payment. I called his truck up because he was having to park it and hide it so they wouldn't repo it. So, and he does construction. That's his livelihood. And the deal was he would remodel my kitchen if I called his truck up. And I did for $400, and I have a receipt here.
Yes, see it, please.
It's highlighted and circled.
All right. And what has happened since then?
Well, then, since then, there was a lot of, when he would come over, I guess because we were friends, he wanted to come over more, it would become more social than him actually working, and then he wouldn't show up, or he would come and borrow some money, but say he'd be back in 30 minutes, but he wouldn't.
So he hasn't paid you any of it?
No, hasn't.
Okay, that's $400. Why are you suing him for $775?
The $375 is what I had to pay somebody else to come finish what
the work.
To repair what little he did and finish the work.
Right, and you only loaned him $400, right?
Yes, sir.
We hear from you, sir.
That was around the beginning of January of this year. I was behind on my truck payment, $400. I went over and asked her. She said, you remodel my kitchen, I'll make your truck payment. And I told her I'm working my regular job. I'm working long hours, so I'll be there when I can at nights, 3 hours a night. Well, she made the truck payment, I admit that. And I went over to one night, was doing some work. A couple nights later, I come back, and she tells me to get the out, I'm fired.
No.
That she already hired somebody else to finish the work.
No, I didn't.
All right, so you didn't do it. That is true?
Yes, sir.
All right.
No,
so,
sir.
ma'am, you get the $400 back that you loaned him, all right?
Yes, sir.
And you have your kitchen fixed.
Actually,
For
my house burnt
$375.
down. My house burnt down like a month and a half ago
sorry
now.
to hear that. All right, but I can't grant you anything other than what you loaned him.
I understand.
All right, you loaned him $400, you're gonna get it back.
Yes,
The kitchen that you paid $375 for, it's unfortunate that it was burned down, but you received the benefit of that $375.
Yes,
You had
sir.
a kitchen for a hot minute.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Before it got real hot.
Well, and then it got real hot, right? Jasmine for the plaintiff, $400.
Well, we're still friends after all this. I wanted to get my money back out of it, as you know, especially seeing that my house is burnt down now. We kind of need the money, but he's always going to be my friend.
And what happened. She deserves it, and I want to remain friends.